Hello and welcome to all students. Today we are going to discuss about a last unit of our course. The name of the unit is decision theory. So in the introduction, first of all, we see in real life we take various decisions at different times, such as which of course to choose, which college to study, which share to buy, etc. The The success or failure of an individual or an organization mainly depends upon, to a large extent, the ability of making appropriate decisions at different point of times. Decision theory deals with decision making. It provides a formal analytical framework for decisions under conditions of uncertainty. In any decision making environment, there are two or more alternatives available to the decision maker to choose from, as he or she is forced with an uncertain or risky pattern of future events. Hence, decision may be defined as the selection of the action by the decision maker which is considered to be the best according to some predetermined standard from amongst the available options. There are the following steps in decision making. So first step is identification of all possible outcomes called states of nature or events. Second is identification of all course of actions called acts. And third is determination of payoff matrix or payoff function. And last is choosing from among the alternatives the best possible action can be basis on the basis of some criterion. We will be using the following terms. So first term is the decision maker. Decision maker. Okay. The decision maker may be an individual or a group of individuals which is responsible for making the selection of the course of action from a set of possible courses of action. Okay, so once again, person who make a decision is called as a decision maker. Second is states of nature. So states of nature means event, or they are also known as events, and states of nature are various possible outcomes or occurrences which are outside the decision maker's control, and they determine the level of success for a given acts. For example, state of nature can be a state of economy, weather conditions, political situations, etc. Now let us third point is the act. Act means actions. Okay, the acts are alternative courses of actions or strategies that are available to the decision maker. The decision maker has control over the choice of these acts. Okay, so fourth point that we are going to discuss is payoff. So payoff. Payoff means benefits for action on event. Okay, it measures the net benefit resulting from each combination of a state of nature and a course of action. The payoff value are also known as conditional profit values or conditional economic consequences. Okay, so now next term that we are going to use is payoff table. Payoff table, and the payoff table is nothing but a tabular arrangement of conditional payoff values is known as payoff table or payoff matrix. Suppose there are m possible states of nature, say s1, s2, s3 up to sm. So s1, s2 up to sm, these are the states of nature, and n alternative actions, say a1, a2 up to an. Then the payoff corresponding to the strategy aj of the decision maker under the states of nature will be denoted by pij. Okay, totally there are m by n payoffs as follows. So here one table is given. Okay, so it is a m cross n matrix, and let us go to the next point. Okay, now next is types of decision making environments. Types of decision making types of decision making environments. In any decision making problem, the decision maker is concerned with choosing from among the available alternative courses of action, the one that yield best result. If the consequences of such a choice is known with certainty, the decision maker can easily make decisions. But in most of real life situations, the decision maker has to deal with environment whether where uncertainty of outcomes prevails. Therefore, the decision making problem can be discussed under the following head of the basis of their environments. So first is decision making under certainty. Under certainty, under certainty. Okay, second is decision making under uncertainty. Under uncertainty. Third is decision making under risk. Under risk. And fourth is decision making under conflict. So under conflict. Under conflict. As per the syllabus, we will be discussed only the first three types. Okay, certainty, uncertainty, and under the risk. Okay, so first of all, we discuss the first point, first type of decision making under certainty. Under certainty. Okay, in this case, the decision maker has the complete knowledge of consequences of every alternative or decision choice. Here, the decision maker presumes that only one state of nature is relevant for this purpose. He identifies this state of nature, takes it for granted, and presumes complete knowledge as to its occurrences. Okay, so and second is under uncertainty. In this case, the decision maker faces multiple states of nature but has no means to arrive at the probability value to the likelihood of occurrences of these states of nature. Such situations arise when a new product is introduced in the market or a new plant is set up. In the absence of knowledge about probability of any state of nature, the decision maker can arrive at a decision only on the actual conditional payoff values. We shall discuss the following four criteria that are available for decision making under uncertainty. And these four criteria are: so first criteria is Maximax criteria. Max criteria. This criteria is also known as optimistic criteria. Optimistic criteria. Second criteria is minimax, or second criteria is maximin criteria. Maximin criteria. It is also known as pessimistic criteria. Third criteria is Minimax criteria. Fourth criteria is Laplace criteria. Laplace criteria. Minimax criteria or minimax regret criteria or Laplace criteria are also known as criterion of equally likelihood. Okay, so all these criteria we will discuss in the next lecture. So let us stop here and thank you for paying attention.